Okay, hi everyone, and thank you very much for joining me today for our information webinar on the Certificate in Human Resources Management. Today I will be covering both the full-time program that we offer as well as the part-time program. This is me. My name is Marina De Bona, and I am a program manager for the School of Continuing Studies. I work in the continuing professional education side of the business, and human resources management is one of the many programs that is in my portfolio. And I wanted to thank all of you for taking the time today out of your busy days to learn more about our program. I know that you guys are all very busy with very busy schedules. So again, it's great that you've been able to join us today. So before we even get started, I'd like to learn a little bit more about you. So I have some poll questions for you. So I'm going to launch the very first poll, and I'm going to launch it right now. So if you could take time to just respond, please, it would be great. Okay, terrific. So let me just share the results. Looks like the majority of the students that we have, prospective students that we have on the call today are domestic students. So in Canada, Canadian students, but we do have 15% that are international, which is great. So let's hide this and we'll move on to the next poll. And this is a question about whether you're interested in the part-time fully online program or the full-time program. Okay, so it looks like that the majority of you are interested in the part-time fully online program. That's great. Next question is about registration and which program are you interested in enrolling for? Okay, and it looks like the majority are interested in winter, but some are interested in spring, which is our May start, and some even interested in the fall, which is great too. And the last question is about your experience in human resources management. If you can select one, please. Okay, it looks like it's about a 50-50 mix. So there's some people that have experience, probably working professionals that are working in the industry already and are interested maybe in getting the designation and validating their experience in HR. And then there's some of you that don't have any experience at all and are probably just kind of investigating this as a potential career option. Thank you very much for participating in the polls. So let's move on in the presentation. So today I will first share some information on York University for those who are not familiar with who we are. I will then share some information on the program, the fully online program, as well as the full-time program and the difference between the two formats. Then I'll move on to the schedule, how to register, and then we will have a question and answer period at the very end. So in terms of York University, just at a glance, we are the third largest university in Canada. We have world class rankings. We also have a brand new School of Continuing Studies. And when I say brand new, I mean it's been 5 years, but it is a very large school which was founded in 2015 on designing really cutting edge type programs. Our community comprises of 46,000 undergraduate students. We have 7,000 graduate students, and we have over 12,000 international students that come from 178 different countries. Now, what makes our certificate in human resources management unique? So there are some features that I'd like to go over today with you. The first one is that we offer multiple delivery formats. And the advantage of this is that it provides flexibility to prospective students. So you can select the best option that suits your schedule. Again, we have a part-time online program. We have a full-time option, which allows students to balance their priorities. Moving on to the condensed format. So this is a really, I guess this would probably be one of the big unique selling features of our program, and that is that we are shorter than most other programs at other institutions. So it's condensed and accelerated. And so, you can strengthen, you can validate your HR hard skill set within 9 months if you take the full-time program, and approximately 18 months in our part-time program. So what that means is that you will obtain, if you successfully complete all your courses, you'll have all of the 9 approved courses that you need to get to obtain your designation. That's in the full-time program, and in approximately 18 months, you can obtain the 9 courses in the part-time program. Now, I am going to explain the difference between the full-time and the part-time. There is a slight difference in the full-time. We do have an additional course, which I'll talk about later. The next feature is the cohort model. So this means that you're going to progress through the program with the same group of people from start to end. And this gives you, the benefits of this, of course, is a stability in scheduling. The curriculum flows logically, it builds from one course to the next. And really you have like amazing opportunities to build connections and support networks, form study groups with the students in the program, with the other students in the program. The next feature is that we have a program that was developed by industry. So we have a very strong program advisory council. Now, the advantage of this is that they are overseeing the program and the content to ensure that it covers all the key HR knowledge and the skills area through real world projects. And of course, the benefit to you is that you will have the most current, the most relevant content through ongoing program improvements and curriculum updates. And the last feature that I wanted to talk about today is the instructors that are part of the program. So all of the instructors are from industry. And the advantage of having instructors that are from industry is that they can apply course concepts and theories in their career as active practitioners. So they can bring lots of real life kind of examples to the classroom that are going to be very, very interesting for students, right? And also, and a benefit to the student, aside from getting those real life kinds of examples on how they're applied in the real world, is that students can then make connections and stay current within the field. Now, to add on to the whole uniqueness and the benefits of our program is really the T-shaped professional. And what I mean by that is the fact that we at York University School of Continuing Studies, we've integrated non-HR competencies into our curriculum. And our goal at the end, and this is really for all programs that we offer through the school, that our goal at the end is to create a T-shaped professional, which means that students, once they graduate, they will have the core skills to do the job, which are the bottom of the T, so the hard HR technical skills, but they will also have cross-functional skills that will help them kickstart their career and succeed in their career, and that's the top of the T. In terms of the cross-functional skills that we've integrated into the program, they range from business acumen, communication skills, verbal and oral communication skills, ethics, negotiation, persuasion, presentation skills. So those kinds of skills, those cross-functional skills have been interwoven into the program. And I'm sure that you would agree with me that if you are working right now from an employer's perspective, soft skills are almost just as important as the hard skills, the HR technical skills. Now, many people are very eager once they finish our program to start a career in HR. It's a very fast-growing career field that has many lucrative opportunities. Now, career analysts expect that the number of jobs in human resources management to increase in the future, and the median annual income for careers in HR is above the national average. So for these reasons and more, you're probably wondering, well, how do I start a career in human resources on my own? Well, the very first thing is taking a program such as this one so that it can help you meet those goals of then obtaining your designation. Now, in terms of some of the job titles that you might become accustomed to seeing on such sites as Indeed are human resources generalist, recruiter, learning development specialist, health and safety officer, compensation specialist, industrial relations specialist, career counselors, corporate trainers, HR consultants, HR officers. So there's a lot of opportunity ahead. That's really what I'm trying to get at here. Lots of opportunity. HR is it's a growing field. It's the type of field where you can take the skills that they're very transferable to any organization that you work in, from finance to retail to technology. Now let's just spend a little bit of time talking about the designation and the value of the CHRP and the CHRL designation to your career, and how our program can get you to how our program can get you there. Our program is approved for both the CHRP and the CHRL educational requirements, and I'll talk a little bit about them in the next few slides. But the HR profession, like I mentioned earlier, is gaining lots of strength, lots of credibility. For those that don't know it, there is a professional association. It's called the HRPA, the Human Resources Professionals Association. And this is the association that grants the CHRP and the CHRL designations in the province of Ontario. It's a professional regulatory body for those that want to practice HR in the province of Ontario. Now, according to a large scale that was conducted by payscale.com, they can confirm that those that have obtained the designation, either the CHRP or the CHRL, were promoted faster, they were hired by larger companies, and they earned more than those without a CHRP or CHRL designation. They also indicate that job postings requiring the designations have actually increased by 70%. And actually, this is very, very, very true, because I have seen just recently a lot of jobs that have been available, even on the York University website in HR. All of them require at least the minimum of the CHRP designation. And this is pretty much true just kind of across the board. Now, not only does the designation correlate with many job opportunities for the HR professional, it can also be tied to promotions and to higher levels of responsibility and pay as well. So it's not just about getting your foot in the door, it's also about getting promoted within your organization and an increase in compensation, of course. PayScale was able to look at HR professionals' career path information. And specifically, they looked at job title and how it changed in the span of 5 years. They then looked more closely to see if those individuals who earned the designation progressed into higher level positions more quickly than the colleagues without it. And the conclusion, as you can imagine from the analysis that PayScale did, was that professionals with the designation were promoted more frequently and moved into higher positions more often than those without the designation. So in closing, when you review all the various markers such as pay, career progression, job opportunities, earning the designation from the HRPA has been shown to have a very positive impact on the career of an HR professional. So in addition, completing our certificates, in human resources management, so either the post-degree certificate in HR, which is the full-time program, or the part-time program, either or, and we'll move you on, and then moving on to this infographic. Once you complete either the full-time or the part-time program, and then you add the HRPA requirements for the designation, which includes membership at the HRPA, it includes a knowledge exam, a job ready program, and an employment law exam, or what they call a jurisprudence exam, you would then be qualified for the CHRP designation. And then once you qualify for that designation, and you can put that after your name, then you would be qualified for careers in entry-level HR careers, such as an HR assistant, associate coordinator, a generalist, a recruitment specialist, assistant. Now, the CHRL is a little bit different. Our program, both the part-time and the full-time program, qualify individuals to write the CHRL designation exams. So if you have 3 years or more of industry experience in HR, then you would qualify to write the CKE2 knowledge exam, the job ready program. You would have to complete, you would have to do an employment law exam, and then they have a professional program, and of course, become a member And then you would qualify for the CHRL designation. And once you get that designation, then you're qualified for more management, middle management type of roles, such as HR manager, HR business partner, director of HR, and HR officer. So who are our students? We have students from all walks of life that take our program. We have students that are just starting off in their career. The majority of the students that are starting off in their careers are those that take our full-time program because they are just out of university. We have career changers, those that have, professionals who want to develop the foundational HR skills because they are interested in making a career change. We have new or aspiring managers, those that are working in HR, have never really gotten to getting, have never really decided whether they wanted the CHRP designation, never really took a complete program. Maybe we're missing a few programs and want to become managers, and then they follow through and then end up taking one of our programs. We have current professionals that are in HR but don't have the designation, and then of course future leaders who want to get into higher level kinds of positions within their organization. This is just a snapshot of who our instructors are, and you can see on the screen we have lots of diversity in our instructor pool. We have students that have, we have instructors, that have lots of different experience, lots from the business world as well, and so forth. Now, let's speak about the Certificate in Human Resources Management, the full-time program. As I mentioned earlier, the primary audience for this program are university graduates that have not yet landed their first full-time job, as well as lots of international students are interested in this program. We've also had other students as well that have taken this program, but just the majority are usually, fresh out of university or international students. You can complete our program in 9 months, and in 9 months you would obtain the 9 approved courses through the HRPA, and also a business foundations course that is specific to HR. Students are required to be in class, so in live online format right now during the pandemic, during the week, and they normally have 1 day off. Students right now, because of the pandemic, are in class in the morning, Monday to Thursday from 8:30 to 11:30, and then they have the rest of the day off to reading, to do work, to do group work, and all that fun stuff. And in order to get into this program, you need a degree, and there is a formal application process. This is just an overview of all the courses that would comprise of the full-time program. Students start off with a business communications course that is specific for human resources professionals. If you are an international student, there is an IELTS 6.0 as an English language proficiency score. Then you can move on to human resources management and intro to organizational behavior. These are the 2 prerequisite courses for the rest of the program. And then the other courses are occupational health and safety, HR planning, compensation, accounting, recruitment, industrial relations or labor relations, and then training and development. Now, our fully online certificate in human resources management is very flexible. It's asynchronous. This means that you do not need to be online at any specific time. Therefore, you can log on late at night, you can log on the weekend, whenever is convenient to you. This program was really designed for working professionals in mind. And the students, there's a weekly discussion forum that is like every day, students are participating. The instructor is facilitating discussions online every single day, again, but not in a live format, so it's asynchronous. Students can expect individual assignments. They can expect to work on group assignments as well. And for this program, because it is geared to working professionals, you could probably expect 5 to 9 hours a week on reading, homework, and participation in the online discussions. Again, you can finish this program in just under 2 years, about 18 months, and you would complete all of the 9 required courses. So the difference between this program and the full-time program is that this program does not actually have a business communications course built in. You only get the 9 courses. You start with HR and Intro to OB, and then you can take all the other 7 courses after that. The fees for the program fee for full-time, it's $18,999 for international students. If you're a domestic student, excuse me, it's $82.49. The fully online part-time program fee is $69.21. This does not include books. It includes all 9 courses for the part-time program and all 10 courses in the full-time program. Books are roughly, I would say, about $100 roughly per course. Just to give you an idea, 7 out of the 9 courses have an interactive textbook. The publisher, Top Hat, it just issued new interactive textbooks. They're absolutely wonderful, and they're less expensive than the hard copy ones. So that's why I'm quoting about $100 roughly, because the hard copy textbooks actually cost more. They cost closer to $150. Now, I wanted to talk about this slide as well. Now, throughout the program, we are going to try to offer events and workshops to make your experience more successful. Now, 10,000 copies, that's right at the bottom in red. It makes data-driven connections between colleagues over virtual coffee chats. We have a partnership with 10,000 copies, so 10,000 coffees, so that students can sign up, and artificial intelligence matches them with industry professionals to have coffee chats. So this is an amazing way to network with people that are in the industry. We have roundtable types of discussions. We have live webinars that we have throughout the year. I invite lots of people in to do webinars on how to leverage LinkedIn, for example, how to do a career search in the, amid COVID-19, some other hot topics in HR, things on diversity and inclusion, for example. I will have that over the course of the program. We normally offer also some Excel training for those that are not too proficient in Excel. It's a one-day training session that is free to all HR students. It's a beginner and an advanced Excel. Use Ripen, which is for industry projects. So some of our courses might be using Ripen. Ripen is a platform that connects students with real employers, and we work on projects that are real with real employers, and they may be integrated in some of your courses. Now, we also have, right at the end, we have Innovation York. Now, for students this is an entrepreneurship initiative, and it's extra, so there's an extra cost to it, but I would invite students that once they register, they should probably really take a look at it if they want to, if they have a product that they want to launch. This is our York University incubator through Innovation York. And if you're interested in exploring the world of entrepreneurship, if you have an idea that would make a great business venture, you can turn that idea into reality with Innovations York Entrepreneurship Initiative. It's a 6-month entrepreneurship initiative that is open to our students and recent graduates of our programs as an extracurricular opportunity that would enhance and complement your existing certificate program. So you can even do it while you're studying the HR program. It's an opportunity that helps students validate their business concept, to learn key entrepreneurship theories, receive valuable coaching support, and overcome the barriers of starting a business. Students participating in this initiative will also join a community of like-minded self-starters. And this is all administered through Innovation York at York University. It provides programming, workshops, and space to help students, entrepreneurs who wish to launch and scale their startup ventures. And work and activities related to this initiative, it's conducted outside of the School of Continuing Studies professional program, and it's for development purposes only. And then if you were to enroll in this, you're looking at about an additional 5 to 8 hours a week for the next 6 months to build, validate, and launch your business. So you can sign up if you're interested as well. So this is just an amazing value add. Now, the next program offerings, our full-time program, we are offering a winter 2021 admission, summer 2021 admission, and fall 2021 admission. And then the part-time program, the online program, starts in January. We have a May start and we have a September start. And if you go to our website, you can enroll and see the complete schedule. If you have any questions, these are the folks that you need to get in touch with. Our website is continue.yorku.ca. David is our continuing studies advisor who is responsible for HR. So you can contact David at continue@yorku.ca if you have any questions after this webinar. If you are already registered, for example, you need some information on registration, please email reg@scs@yorku.ca, or you can give them a call at 736-5616. Our Twitter handle is @continue_yorku, so please add us to Twitter. Our office hours are 8:30 to 4:30, Monday to Friday. We are located in the Atkinson building, but of course, right now we're only doing online and telephone advising appointments, and they are all available because of the pandemic. And York International, if you are an international student and you require information on immigration, please contact York International. The information is on the screen. And this wraps up the presentation. I would be very, very happy to take some of your questions. And if I can't answer them, then I will definitely get back to you with the answer. So let me just check the question box to see. Okay, so we've got a good question here. I have completed my degree at York, and when I look at the 3 courses, I've done 3 of them already. Would I receive transfer for all 3 of them? Very good question. Unfortunately, you would only get credit for 1 of those courses. You would have to repeat 2 of the other courses. Okay, so it's totally up to you if you still want to register. Okay. What are the admission requirements for this program? So admission requirements are, as I mentioned, you have to have an undergraduate degree to get into the program to be admissible. There's an application process for the full-time program. For the part-time program, it's direct registration. You can go right to our website, and you don't have to actually formally apply. I have a 3-year bachelor in business admin from India. Do I qualify? Well, what you would have to do, you would likely qualify if it's equivalent to our 90 credit program. But please contact David, our continuing studies advisor. He can provide you with more information. What about Manitoba? Well, you can take this program. You can take this program and use it anywhere in Canada. However, the designations are specific to Ontario, the CHRP and the CHRL. Will we have access to university library? Absolutely. How successful are students in finding employment? What career support does York offer? We are currently working on the career supports. They're going to be available in the winter of 2021. We just recently conducted a graduate outcome survey to see what our students are doing right now, if they were able to obtain the designation, etc. And we will have all of that information likely in January. So if you want to reach out to us then, we'll have more information for you. How difficult would it be for someone who doesn't have HR experience to take the part-time program and actually find a job in HR without any HR experience? Really, that's a great question as well. Our program, there's lots of people that don't come from the HR field that take our programs. We have students that are from psychology, students that are even from political science, from history. They're looking and interested in a career change because, of course, there's lots of availability and there are lots of HR jobs available. So it's not difficult for you to successfully take the program because we set you up for success. The 2 first courses are the foundation courses, which will give you all of the foundation that you need in order to complete all of the other programs, all the other courses in the program successfully. Okay, and would it be difficult to actually find a job in HR without any HR experience? Really, you're looking at entry-level jobs. Lots of entry-level jobs are not looking for HR specific experience. Okay. Is the co-op included in this program? No, we do not have a co-op included right now. We will have some work integrated learning options available in the future, but not, at the moment we don't. For clarification, the full-time program, is it in class or is there an online option? For the full-time program right now, because of the pandemic, it's live online. So that means that the time that you would normally be in class, you're actually on Zoom for that time, okay? So right now we're doing live online, and depending on public health, Hopefully, things will get much better in 2021, and by May or September, we might be back into the classroom. Can you complete the payment by paying monthly? You can. We have payment options for the part-time program. It's not monthly, but if you contact David, our continuing studies advisor, he can talk to you about the payment plan. For the full-time program, no, you have to pay in full before you start. Do you automatically receive your designation after you finish this program? No. I mentioned that you have to become a member of the HRPA, you have to do certain other things. So finishing this program, you meet the educational requirements for the CHRL or the CHRP designation. You have to write an exam through the HRPA. And then once you finish all of the requirements at the HRPA, then they would issue the designation. We don't issue the designation. We issue only a professional certificate in human resources management. Okay, so if you have any more questions, the webinar is coming to a close now, and I would really highly encourage you to contact David. He's a super guy. He knows a lot about this program and can answer all your questions or get the answer for you. Okay, so I just wanted to thank you so much for taking the time today to be on this call with me, and I hope to see you in class. Have a wonderful holiday season and all the very best. Stay safe. Bye-bye.